The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them out the hook.
What's up, everybody? We back with another one. Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. Here what you guys tell.
This guy Darren, aka they don't want none.
These will be in the building with
Let's go. More NFL headlines coming up at the week 3. And I'm just getting right into it. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all heard what I said.
What?
Jayden Daniels is better than Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all thoughts on that?
He most definitely is. To me, the Rookie of the Year race is going to be between Daniels and Neighbors. That's it.
Harrison,
like
you don't
that.
think Harrison going to sneak in?
Harrison did get a touchdown last
But
year.
Neighbors been good. Too.
It's a lot of season left. Marvin Harrison,
He right,
got
it
a
is.
chance, but he the top 3 to me.
It's definitely going to be a solid Rookie of the Year race, but as far as this question, I was rooting for Jayden against the Bengals yesterday, and the boy looked good. He's just more confident. You see it in his swag. You see it in the post-game interview. Like, he knows he belongs. He feel like he belongs here. He's just going out. He's just being himself. He knows everything ain't going to be positive. Something's going to be negative. But you got to learn from him. You got to keep moving forward. And he looked comfortable. I'm just hoping for more good things to come his way. As far as Caleb, I feel like we'll get to that later on in the episode. I'll talk about it. But he's just one of those quarterbacks where I hated a lot of these teams, they just want to get ahead so fast. They want to get out of the bad years. And when they draft a number 1 or first round quarterback, they just put them out there right away. Not understanding just because they was a star in NCAA. Now they're playing against all stars in the NFL. So a lot of times that it don't translate. And I feel like the same thing that happened with Bryce last year. And like I said, that's probably something we talk about later. It's the same thing that's happening to Caleb. Y'all put him in a situation where he's not going to be successful. And then he's gonna stay in the spotlight to be criticized when it's not even his fault, because y'all drafting a number 1 and y'all just want him to be Mahomes and not Caleb.
Yeah, and I'm gonna praise Jayden Daniels too. You can see how good his pocket awareness is, we've seen through the first few games, and also you see how many times you can say it's the offensive line's fault, but you can see a bunch of times where Caleb just stand there and let himself get sacked, and Jayden Daniels, he used his speed to get up by.
Yeah.
And another thing that's impressive to me, like you said, you can see the poise that he got. He had the highest completion percentage he had the highest completion percentage for a rookie in a game.
Oh yeah,
in NFL history, 90%,
19 for 22,
91%, and he also has the I believe the second highest through 3 games for completion percentage, which up there with best quarterbacks all time, in there with Drew Brees and Tom Brady, because his completion percentage is so good.
That's beautiful.
And like it's for so far, I'm saying that he's already better. But we were already saying, they basically already labeled Caleb Williams like he's just an automatic,
He's a superstar already. Like, forget what Jayden Daniels done in his college career.
He also won a Heisman.
Yeah, we just want to focus on what Caleb did at USC.
Yeah, to me,
what Jayden did at LSU.
I didn't like that anyway. They were just pushing. Fields had a pretty decent season last year. They were just pushing him out. And then we kept saying, because he ain't really had no receivers like that, he had DJ Moore and the tight end Cole
And Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, and Mooney was on that, but then they brought in Caleb Williams and they got Keenan Allen, thinking everything was going to be better.
And still got DJ Moore.
And DeAndre Swift as running back. So they was trying to prep them up
Yeah.
to look good and keep saying something. They might be favorites to win that division. They might be favorites to come out of the NFC.
They the least. They're going to be last in the division.
I'm like, they didn't even play a game yet, so you don't even know how he want to do or play. And you putting all these expectations on them.
Like, what? It's the same in every league, no matter what it is. When a number 1 pick is so highly touted and so favored by the media and so high on expectations, the people that came before him, the established vets that don't think they got the shine or the respect they deserve, they going to start coming at them. You think all these people And the NFL ain't hearing all the Caleb Williams noise for the last 6 months to a year.
Right.
About to be out here to show this boy that they can't even mess with our quarterback.
Exactly.
So why y'all think he about to be Patrick Mahomes? So it's
like you said, they just been pushing the whole narrative throughout the whole summer through training camp and all that. Ever since he got drafted, like you say, it was already penciled in for him.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since he won the Heisman, it was penciled in for him. They was already saying that he was going to be the number one pick.
They was trying to fight to keep people away from not wanting to pick him number one. I mean, he's the best thing going in the draft. If you don't pick him, it's just a wasted number one pick. Like, they was like purposely making people guilt tripping.
Yeah.
And it's not turning out good right now.
That's what a bunch of the analysts was doing in the media.
Shout out to the Commanders who got to win the record.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta keep it going, Commanders.
That's why the Bengals are 0-2.
Y'all gotta keep it going. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later on. Alright, we
10
just
guys on the field. They're down and 7. This one is launched from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown! Touchdown, Terry McLaurin.
later on. Alright, we just had a game last week where I talked to Darn about this. It was against the Patriots. We know the Patriots got offensive problems in general. They don't have. I know Diesel is a Patriots fan, so he can probably name all the receivers. I could probably only name one receiver on the team. A bunch of scrubs, right?
Mario Douglas.
Bunch of scrubs.
He give them a bunch of scrubs.
They got KJ.
Their best receiver is Hunter Henry, a tight end.
Yeah, and he didn't even show up. They didn't even show up against J-Rock.
And my thing is, they was acting like the Jets was that damn nice for one game. First of all, y'all should have lost to the Titans. Yeah. And they was acting like all the next whole week, and they was acting like they this and this, they legit contenders. And I want to ask y'all, do y'all believe the New York Jets are legit Super Bowl contenders?
I ain't gonna say they Super Bowl contenders. They are contenders to make the playoffs.
Thank you.
I seen that on the Stephen A. Smith show. Stephen A. and them was talking about they definitely contenders because they beat the Patriots.
They was boosting them up so bad because they beat the Patriots
last year.
Diane said it perfectly. They are finally going to end their playoff drought. That's what they're going to do.
That's what they going to do.
That's what they're going to do. But Super Bowl, ain't a damn way in hell. Let's be real. Patriots fan through and through. They my dogs. But let me explain something. Let me tell you what happened. Week 1, the Patriots, we put on a hell of a fight against the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Barrow and them pulled off the dub. We got in a horse fight against the Seattle Seahawks. Took it to OT. Seattle pulled it out. But then all of a sudden, on prime time Thursday night,
always tell that to be rigged.
They get beat
against the New York Jets. Mind you, this is week 3. A-Rob with his second primetime game in 3 weeks. He lost the first one to the established San Francisco 49ers, but we can't have A-Rob lose 2 straight.
Vegas, his home debut. His official home debut.
Vegas made the call that the Jets weren't just going to win. They were going to obliterate their opponent on prime time to continue to set the narrative that the Jets are primed to be a Super Bowl contender with A-Rod under center. My boys ain't played hard for 2 games for Ramondre Stevenson all of a sudden can't get 20 yards. For all of a sudden Hunter Henry go from 100 fucking yards to can't get 2 catches.
To 1 catch.
To Mario Douglas, at least give me 3-4 catches. Nobody can do nothing all of a sudden because they playing the Jets. I'm done, but
I completely agree with both of y'all.
Usually, them games supposed to be hard fought
good
games.
Division game, you know, could have been. It's supposed to be like 10-7, you know, 10-14 at the end of the game.
Yeah, they taking it too far with this Super
all
Bowl
of a sudden,
contender.
A-Rod get on the team. They still got the same guy.
The same people. Just because our 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers are Super Bowl contender.
And we getting blown out. Okay. I mean, I love A-Rod.
Aaron Rodgers have had a good season the last 3 years.
I love my Patriots and A-Rod. You've been around for what, 17th year now, 18th year, 1 Super Bowl. I'm giving you the respect and courtesy because you got a Super Bowl to leave you in an elite quarterback. But you're not about to try to sell me on the Jets all of a sudden. They about to be the AFC king. No.
Got it.
No.
All right, next topic. All right, so last week we talked about the Ravens' concerns and how they can right the ship. But now I want to talk about the 49ers. Do y'all see any concerns with them? Because we see them with injuries. They just blow a lead to the rounds and everything.
First of all, I want to say I picked up Jawan Jennings and on 3 fantasy football teams because on every team I got Christian McCaffrey or I got Debo in some shape, form, fashion. Both of them motherfuckers hurt. I did not start Juwan Jennings on any fantasy league this week, and he goes off. I want
Come on, yo.
I say this to say, when I start his ass next week, he gonna have 3 catches for 30 yards. But go ahead, Ty.
Alright, yeah. Do y'all have any concerns about the 49ers now that we've seen what they've been going through? But they just lost Javon Hargrave to a season-ending injury. Christian McCaffrey going out there to see a specialist overseas for his Achilles. Debo out.
What about Trent Williams?
Trent Williams hurt, but he came back in the game. But they just got a bunch of injuries,
What
and
about Kittle?
Brock Purdy apparently got back spasms.
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna say about the Niners, based off of what we always say about them, it's the next man up mentality. They don't always have their best people out there, but they never the type of team that just going to get blown out or not going to fight. Yeah. And one thing I don't want to say this, and it's hard for me to say this, but at some point we're gonna have to give some kind of respect to Mr. Dan Orlovsky, because Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, through all the injuries, through all the hurt, through all the changes, this motherfucker has been balling for the last season and a half, dog. Mm-hmm. Slinging a rock, not scared to launch it down the field. And like the 49ers, they're gonna be solid. The thing we gotta worry about is how long are these injuries gonna be? How long is it gonna take people to acclimate? Because you know a lot of times they'll put a person on IR for 4 weeks. And then they don't get activated.
They still for another 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I remember, I don't think last year, I think the season before when they first got McCaffrey, they was like 1-3 and 1-4 and won almost every game after that. I think they was like 1-3 and 12-4 or something like that.
Yeah.
So like you said, it depends on how long the injuries last.
Yeah, but for me, it's they'll be decent as far as the Super Bowl contender from last year. I can't really touch on that yet too early in the season because we got to see how some of these early teams is getting busy. How once bye weeks start coming in, are those 2 and 3-0 teams going to fall back to 500 like they was last year? Mm-hmm. So we gotta have to wait to see a little bit how they Super Bowl things fare. But as of right now, with 2-1, ain't no problem.
No, 1-2.
Oh, 1-2.
Yeah.
Even that 1-2 still.
Well, it don't matter. Yeah, with their division,
with the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals.
Yeah, they good. That's what I'm saying. It's only concerning if the injuries linger on for several more weeks. But if they start gradually getting people back, like you said, the way Brock Purdy playing, just keeping them afloat, it's down like to say somebody keeping somebody afloat.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, he still got receivers out there. He still got IU. Like you said, Juwan Jennings, even though he gonna have 3 catches for 30 yards next game. Jordan Mason.
Don't get them catches. That's a consistent ass fullback, B.
Yeah.
Purdy, hook and ladder. Bell gives it off. Here comes Sommer. Pitchy woo-woo. Ayuk. Uh-oh. Flip back. This is Mason. Back to a lineman now.